Shalom. First of all, I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Double honors and salutations to the elders and teachers whom the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, gave the Spirit to teach us to feed the sheep of Yahushai Mashiach. And to those of you who are tuning in, to you I say, Shalom. Today's lesson's titled, Esau underestimates his hell to be. And we're talking about these Edomites. And this is the reason why you see that they're so proud. You know, they come up against the men that are teaching, this gospel on the highway and the byway. You have YouTube that's striking brothers' videos for bringing out this truth. Because for one, they don't accept the fact that their rulership is going to end. But most of all, they really don't want to digest the fact that the hell, which is a condition that they're going to be in, is significantly harder than they currently anticipate it's going to be. Let's go into the book of Luke chapter 16 and let's go into this parable that the Mashiach told. There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen and fared sumptuously every day. And there was a certain beggar named Lazarus which was laid at his gate full of sores. Now this is talking about Esau, the so-called white man, and Jacob, which is Yasharala, Israel, are so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latino. So you can see the contrast of how each is living here on this earth. One is rich, the other is in a state of hell, poor, which is us. And desiring to be fed with the crumbs which fell from the rich man's table, moreover the dogs came and licked his sores. And we've seen that with these other tribes that are here in Great Babylon, America, that are benefiting from the sorrow and the pain and the oppression of Yasharala, or so-called blacks, Native Americans, Latino. This is the reason why you see in every ghetto or every barrio, you see a so-called Chinese setting up a restaurant or a store. You see the Arabs are setting up gas stations, the 7-Eleven. In fact, you see all these nations come over here and they're thriving, which is the reason why they have that look of disgust on their face, to look at us that we've been over here hundreds of years and yet still we're at the bottom. How is it that they can come over here and reach such heights over people that have been here for multiple centuries? But they don't understand that this was set up by the Lord Yahweh Shai, that we would be in this state of hell, as a payment for our wickedness against the Lord Yahweh Shai. And Esau is the source of executing that judgment on us. And it says, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. And in hell he lift up his eyes, being in torment, and seeth Abraham afar off and Lazarus in his bosom. So there's going to be a change of the situation. We're seeing currently right now, if you go to Deuteronomy 30:7, where these pain, these anguish, these torments right now starting to go on to these Edomites, in particular the lower level Edomites. Now the Lord is going to reserve the high level ones, so the ones that we refer to as elites, to be taken out from their hiding places and be the first fruits of slavery. And they are going to bring forth the rest of the wicked Edomites, that will perish, from the pestilence, the sword, the lake of fire, and all the other various forms of judgment that the Lord is going to be bringing here on Great Babylon, America, and across this earth. So Esau is going to transfer from being in a position of power, where he's been able to oppress the children of Israel, into a low state where he's going to be in great torment. Continuing, and he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus, that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in this flame. Now we've been given the commandment, to execute judgment on this man double. His time is going to be 1,000 years of hardcore brutal slavery. Now, unlike in this time of judgment in our hell, where Esau has taken Jake, or used Jake as a source of really entertaining the world, or even as a source of manipulating the world. When you look at hip hop, when you look at the movies, you look at sports, Jake is the face of all of these things. In fact, Jake invented a lot of things that Esau is using in society, but don't get the accolades, okay, or being known across the earth that Jake is actually intelligent. Okay, when people look at us, they look at us as being very athletic, you know, being able to dance and entertain, tell jokes, be funny, you know, but nobody knows that a lot of the things that's being used on this earth was created by us. Okay, so that's the position that we're in. Even so, in this hell that we're in, we have Jakes that have been able to sit at the table of decisions in many of Esau's corporation, you know, position of CEO, position of CFO, executives, you know, generals in his military force. But in the kingdom, that's not going to be the case. See, what you Edomites need to understand is this: you're not going to have any positions. You're going to be slaves. Okay, your women, just like how Esau took our women, is going to belong to the Israelite men. Okay, the pretty ones, not the ugly ones. The ugly ones, they're going to be with Esau to keep breeding. Nobody wants Rosie O'Donnell looking type. Okay, there's not going to be any position of authority for you Edomites in the kingdom. You're not going to be walking in suits, okay, or giving orders to any of the Hebrews, like how Jake has been able to give orders, you know, to these Edomites. You get a Jake general or captain or colonel, okay? You get Jakes who are CEOs or in positions of authority, or even able to set up businesses where they can even hire Edomites. That's not going to be the case for y'all. You're going to be in such pitiful state. Okay, your hell is going to be so horrible. Actually, when we go into Isaiah 14, I'm going to come back to finish off Luke chapter 6, the verses I was reading in Luke chapter 16. When we go into Isaiah 14 and start with 14, it reads, this is the bragging that was coming out of Esau's mouth. It says, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, a condition, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man? And when we talk about the man, of course, is, you know, masculine, Esau, the so-called white man, which includes, which means man, women, and children, that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of the prisoners. Is this the man that corrupted the whole earth, spread all of his lies, create disaster and poverty in various locations, hold the children of Israel, us so-called blacks, Americans, Latinos, hostage, imprison us, saying that he is the true biblical Hebrew Israelite, saying he is God, saying he is the Mashiach. Lies, lies, lies. You're going to be in such a pitiful state that the rest of these tribes on these earth are going to look and go, wow. Because see, you're not going to be wearing suits and necktie. You're going to look, the Lord, just like how he took away our memory of who we are. And now in these last days, we're standing boldly on our feet and proclaiming that we are the children of the true, the children that the Bible speaks of, the true biblical Hebrew Israelite, that we are the Lord, Yahweh Shemashai, favorite people. And there's that great fear that you're not showing out there, but we can see the fear. By you taking our videos down, by you creating lies, and we know what you're going to do next, which is to persecute us and put some of us to death, we know that we are speaking the truth. And the world is going to know that we're speaking the truth. Because why? It is going to be a hell situation for all of you tribes, but in particular for you Edomites. And you underestimate that. You think you're going to be in the kingdom because your fairy tale Christianity doctrine teaches about Jesus Christ coming in a fluffy cloud, and he loved faggots, murderers, thieves. He loved everything. That's not what it's going to be. You Edomites are going to die here, most of you, and those that don't die here or across the earth, you're going to be pulled out of those caves, and that's only going to be the elites, as I said before, the ones that are going to be the first fruits of slavery. You're not going to have any position except being completely and totally oppressed in the kingdom, following the laws of Yahweh Shai, keeping the Sabbath, no homosexuality, all the things that you desire to do, you will not be able to do. The kingdom will be ruled with a rod of iron. There ain't gonna be no negotiation. You're not gonna be in positions of authority. You're only going to be oppressed over and over and over beyond the comprehension that any of us can even think of how to describe to you. You will only see it when that time comes. And it says, but Abraham said, son, we're going back to Luke 16 and verse 25. It says, but Abraham said, son, remember that thou in thy lifetime received thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. Yes, murder in the streets. I had a brother who put out a video that talked about the cost, respond to an Eve's house. She had the problem against her, but she had a pot in her hand, and they riddled her with bullets for holding a pot in her hand that she went to go put down. Okay, we've got trouble ahead of us, Jacob. Okay, this man deserves everything that he got coming to him, but now is our time to live our hell. But now he's comforted, and thou art tormented. And besides all this, between us and there is a great gulf fixed, so that they which will pass from hence to you cannot, neither can they pass to us that will come from thence. So there ain't gonna be no integration. See, here in Great Babylon, America, they call us a melting pot. It's like a cauldron, just wicked after wicked. We have our wickedness that's being, displayed out here on Great Babylon, America. You have the Edomites' wickedness, you have the Ammonite, you have the Moabites, the Elamite, the Ishmaelites, and all the other tribes that the Lord Yahweh Shemashai created. All that wickedness is right here in one place. Okay, so you when you look at this place, you go into the book of Psalms 23 and 4. It says, yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. I mean, everybody has their eyes against us, an evil eye towards the children of Israel, and we have seen it manifest. We saw a video, okay, grown-ass man, Edomite man, poking fun and calling so-called black or African-American children, 1/3 their size, calling them nigglets, and they're so brave against them. So the display of the evil thoughts and the ways and the murderous thoughts and a wicked eye towards the children of Israel is now being manifested, and we have Jacob's trouble coming because these Edomites are not going to get their way, okay, or have the life that they think are gonna get. The Lord is going to give them a cruel Lord in the form of Trump, and Trump is going to bring on Jacob's trouble here in Great Babylon, America for us. But again, like I said, you Edomites, you underestimate, okay, your hell, or the condition that you are going to be in the kingdom of heaven, okay, under the rulership of Yahweh Shemashai's only begotten son, Yahweh Mashiach, okay, the apostles, okay, the 144,000 men. It's not going to be easy. You're not going to be in positions like how you have Jakes in these positions that's showing that you're weak. Y'all didn't even utilize your short time or your season to really wreak, vengeance on us, because you don't have any talent. Without Jake dancing for you, without Jake building your kingdom, without Jake, playing your sports or telling your jokes or being at the brunt of your jokes, you would have nothing, because you have no skill. So we were given to you to build your kingdom and to give you the power that you have on this earth. And without us, you would not have made it, because the Lord created you to be the base of man. And so when you look, okay, at her evolution of Esau from the caves all the way to the fact that you're going to be destroyed, pursuant to Obadiah 1 and 18. And if you don't believe that, let's close over to 1 Corinthians 15 and 26. And it reads, the last enemy that shall be destroyed is death. And that is the so-called white man and everything about him. From his intentions, to his ways, to his very soul, he will be destroyed by Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai. Lord willing, the elect was edified. Let's close by giving all glory and honor to Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Rakakadash. Shalom.